A main reason why men do not cold approach, Western men particularly, is the fear of rejection. And you might be thinking, oh, come on, Silver Bachelor, like, duh. Of course. Well, hold just a second. Where does this fear come from? Where it comes from is they associate the rejection as a personal attack, essentially, right? But you know what's very, very interesting? What's interesting is African men and Latino men do not have that. African men and Latino men do not associate the two. And I'll give you an example. They get rejected and they go, okay, that's fine. They don't take it personally, like an attack on them personally. It has nothing to do with them personally. She doesn't know you, man. Of course, she's going to see what you look like and she's going to determine whether it's going to continue or not based on her level of attraction, of course. But that's nothing against you. It's in the moment. She's like into you or she's not. Look, I'm no prize, okay? I'm just going to say this. In case you haven't seen my other videos, I am 51 years old at the time of recording this video. I am 5'7", all right? And I'm bald. I am not most women's type. I am not tall. I am not full of hair, and I'm not young. So I got three major things against me, but then how do I pull women so easily? It's because I used the Dan Bilzerian, if I'm pronouncing his name right, or Bilzerian technique. So the Dan Bilzerian, he's a playboy, he was a gambler, worth like $200 million or whatever, slept with thousands of women, I don't know, something like that. And anyways, this is one of the key things that he says in many of his interviews. He's like, don't be afraid of rejection. Who cares? Latin men and African men do not have that fear. This is what happens, right? A Latin man, African man will go up to a woman and will compliment her and say something like, hey, you're really pretty. And let's say she says, oh, thanks. And she keeps walking and they instantly know she's not into them. Well, then guess how they react? They go, okay, have a great day, right?